Today, I'm going to be reviewing I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai, an autobiography about a girl who stood up for education and even went to the brink of death to get what she wanted. One child, one teacher, one book and one pen can change the world. Malala Yousafzai led a very peaceful life with her parents and her brothers in Swat Valley in Pakistan. Malala was a very ordinary girl, and all she really wanted was to get a really good education and become a doctor. Her father ran a school called Kushal School for Girls in which she attended. The school didn't have much equipment, only a teacher, blackboard and some chalk. But the classroom was her favorite place. She loved playing cricket with her brothers, and like all siblings, they fought over very silly things like who gets the remote first or who gets to ride in the front seat. Malala had a very close relationship with her father. He encouraged her to believe in what she believes in and always wanted to give her the best education he could possibly give her. Swat Valley was paradise to Malala and her family. They loved it there and they were very happy. Happy until this terrorist group called the Taliban started attacking people who they said weren't following Islamic rules. And when people didn't listen to them, they started using brutal force. They destroyed schools that accepted girls. They killed people who they said weren't following Islamic rules. They didn't allow women to go to markets and buy stuff on their own without being accompanied by men. Malala Yousafzai was only 10 years old when the Taliban took control of her region. They said music was a crime. They said women weren't allowed to go to the market. They said girls couldn't go to school. Raised in a once peaceful area of Pakistan, transformed by terrorism, Malala was taught to stand up for what she believes. So she fought for her right to be educated. When the Taliban forbade girls to go to school, Malala and her father were still determined to continue education for girls. So she didn't wear her uniform, hid books under her shawl, and went to school in different routes just to make sure that she wasn't being followed. Malala started speaking up. She started to write diary entries about the Taliban rule under a different name for the BBC News. But when the Taliban finally found out who this anonymous letter writer was, they started to target her. And on October 9th, 2012, she nearly lost her life for the cause. She was shot point blank while riding the bus on her way home from school. No one expected her to survive. After she was shot, her condition was very bad. That's why the doctors took her to a well-equipped hospital in Birmingham for better care. After days of treatment, Malala woke up in the hospital. She was very confused and more importantly, she was very worried. She didn't know where her parents were. She was almost convinced something bad had happened to her father, and she didn't know who would pay for this. She couldn't remember what had happened to her. She couldn't move. She couldn't speak. And worst of all, her mind was traveling million hours per hour. She didn't know what had happened to her parents. She was so worried. And she couldn't even write to ask the doctors what had happened. She was so relieved and happy when her parents finally came. And from then on, they all started healing together. They'd all suffered, and now they're all getting better. Malala progressed, and soon she could move her limbs, and she could talk, and she could write. She was finally, in 2013, she was able to go out of hospital. Birmingham was a very different place. It was very quiet, calm, and uniform. Where were the mountains? Where were the waterfalls? She felt really homesick for her countryland. She started adjusting to life in Birmingham. Even though she missed her friends at her old school, she started getting better. She didn't feel that homesick. She talked to her friends through the video, and she finally started going to school, made new friends. Even though the schools there were more developed, had more technology and computers, she still missed that old classroom with the blackboard and a teacher. Now she's an international symbol of peaceful protest and the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize winner. In this young reader's edition of her best-selling memoir, which includes exclusive photos and materials, we hear firsthand the remarkable story of a girl who knew from a very young age that she wanted to change the world, and did. Malala's powerful story will open your eyes to another world and will make you believe in hope, truth, miracles, and the possibility that one person, one very young person, can inspire change in her community and beyond. I love Malala's story because it's such an inspirational one, and you get that so many people worked so hard to get us what we have today. We all go to school, we all get educated, we're all treated equally, and that's thanks to all these people who worked so hard to make the world it is today. I love the fact that we can feel how Malala was feeling throughout the story. I actually felt how frightened she was when the Taliban started attacking people, how happy she was to see that her father was all right and wasn't attacked, how lonely she felt when she was in hospital. I know it sounds weird when I say it, but I'm sure you'd feel that when you read it. It's totally a story worth reading for, and I highly recommend it. Hope you liked my video, and make sure to like, share and subscribe to both my channels, Reading Time with Dyuti and my other channel, Learning Time with Dyuti. So I'll see you next time. Bye!